Hello and welcome to my dungeon. I tried to quickly open a cold one real quick. By cold one, I mean Dr. Pepper. So hear me out. I have spoken about having mental illnesses, right? This is something that we have discussed. This is something we know. And I'm not saying it to be like, oh, look at me, I'm so quirky, haha, I have mental illness. Like, it is something that is really annoying. That's like the whole point of the dungeon diaries, is to be like, oh, I'm trapped in my dungeon because I have agoraphobia. So the thing about agoraphobia is I didn't really know what it was until a few years ago. I've just always kind of been like this. And again, I'm not gonna be I know it all kind of thing. I just know that when I felt anxiety for the first time, I was 7, and I remember exactly where I was, exactly why I was having it, and blah, 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 blah. And through life, there's moments in time where I was like, oh, why was I afraid to leave this? Why was I afraid to leave that? Why was I afraid to be away from home? Why was it agoraphobia? It was agoraphobia. I think the worst I ever had it was 2014, which is kind of funny, because like in 2014, I went on Warped Tour, which was all around the United States for like 2.5 months. I was gone from home for 2.5 months. And I was perfectly fine. From what I remember, it's been a while. Oh, he's back. Gotta lay down right up against her leg, yep. And the AC has come back on. Excellent timing, thank you so much for that. Hopefully it's not too loud and I'll just keep yapping. I wanted to talk about my agoraphobia mostly, but mostly want to talk about like the situation I was in. It's like a mix of both, because like, you know, agoraphobia versus, you know, the experience I went through, agoraphobia. The situation I ended up in was a very silly one, because it's almost one of my friend's birthdays. And listen, I collect a bunch of birthday cards in preparation, but I had a bunch of silly ones and I want to get like an actual nice one, because I get one where it's like, I got this card in hell, so if you don't like it, that's where you can go. Like I have silly cards, but I wanted to get like a genuine like, happy birthday, I'm glad you're my friend, blah 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 blah. You know, the best way that I've learned from my agoraphobia is to what is it called? Exposure therapy. I cannot speak today. There are so many cuts in this video. I'm just gonna keep this part in. There are so many cuts in this video because I can't speak. I cannot speak. My brain is moving too fast. My brain is blah, 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 blah. I like to do exposure therapy because my agoraphobia sometimes works with it. But it only works with it if I have a good outing. For instance, today I went to go get the Switch. Different story for another time, but I had a good experience going out to get it, right? Okay, I think I can talk now. So I wanted to go get the birthday card and some birthday stuff. I go to this place and I'm thinking it's gonna be fine. I was feeling agoraphobic, but I was like, you know, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go get the stuff and then I can come home. It's gonna be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. Granted, it could have been much worse, but still, the thing is when you're already anxious, and then level it up a little bit with the agoraphobia, you know? Because every time I leave my house, I feel like something's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm like, something's wrong. I don't know what, but something's wrong. Like, it's constant fear of something. Like, I don't know how it's like anxiety. Agoraphobia is anxiety, but it's like heightened, you know? And sometimes I'm okay. This time I was not okay, but I kept telling myself, you know, be brave, let's go, you know, do it. You know, oh, I'm scared, do it scared. Like, I was, okay, let's do it. So I go to the store. As I'm walking into the store, I see a guy that has a giant clipboard with him, and I knew immediately it was for like something, like they always ask, oh, are you an LA voter? Usually they wait outside the store, and I'm always like, oh, I'm so sorry, I gotta go, I'm so sorry, I gotta go, because 99% of the time I just need to get in and get out. Like, you know, anxiety, agoraphobia, ADHD, I have stuff to do. Like, you know, there's a whole other, anyway, I'm gonna book it in and I'm just gonna get the stuff I need and get out, right? And then, you know, because then he tries to stop me on the way out. Oh, I'm so sorry, I gotta go. So I go in and I get a basket, because I was like, I don't need a cart, I'm not gonna get distracted. Unfortunately, no, we'll get to that. My brain is, I'm thinking ahead. So I go in and I get a little basket. I'm like, should I get a cart? No, I'm gonna get a basket. I'm gonna be good today. I have my little bag on and I'm just walking around. I'm like, okay, I need to get this and I'm gonna put that in there. I need to get this thing and I need to get that. You ever go shopping for like one thing, you end up with 20? So I'm waddling all over the place. Just, oh, I need makeup remover wipes. Okay, got that. I need to get this. Bloop. I need to get this. Bloop. So then I'm walking around and I'm like, oh, I came here for the card. I need to go look at the cards, right? So I go look at the birthday cards. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I want to read this to you, because I read this and I was like, this is AI. Like, no human wrote this. And if they did, they didn't put any thought into it. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I was looking at every single card because I wanted to see if there were funny ones, if there were like genuine ones, if there were like kind ones. I just wanted to see what there was, you know? And this one looked really pretty and it had like little stars all over it. I'm like, oh, what does this say? Tell me, does this sound like AI? If you step out in the twilight and cast your eyes up to the twinkles in light, the more you look, the more magic you'll see, just like you. The longer we're together, the more wondrous you are to me. The more beauty I see, the more I come to love every day of you, every flicker, every twinkle. This this, like, I understand it's about stars, but I don't know if I'm losing it, if I'm thinking too much into it, because I was like, oh, like, it looked like a cute, it looked like a little, oh, it got stars on it. So I was reading it, and for starters, hold on. If you step out into the twilight and cast your eyes up to the twinkles and light, okay, you can't rhyme twilight and light together. They're both light. But anyway, moving on. The more you look, the more magic you'll see. Just like you. The longer we're together, no, okay, then it stopped rhyming. Why did it stop rhyming? If you're doing the rhymes, you gotta stick to it, you know? Anyway, the longer we're together, the more wondrous you are to me, the more beauty I see. Okay, well now we're just rhyming back to back. We're just rhyming back to back. The more I come to love every day of you, every flicker, every twinkle. None of that even, Anyway, I took a picture of it because I was like, this is insane. Like, this is insane. Is this AI? Like, it drove me, anyway. I just want to ask y'all that. I didn't pick that card, obviously, because it was a little too weird, but also AI. The problem is like, it was like, you know, you've seen the cards where it's like two old ladies and their boobs are whoop, and then you're like, oh, we can throw them over our shoulders now. That's how old we are. And you open the card, happy birthday, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, or I don't know, like, I don't know what that, but I said none of them were good enough. Like, it was like for boomers or for like, I don't know, children. And granted, I probably could have gotten a card that said happy birthday, princess, and it was like a number 3 because it would have been funny. But, you know, I wanted to find like a nice card, like a genuine nice card. So I'm standing there, and at this point I'm sweating because I've looped and I feel like I've looked at every single card. I'm sweating, it's hot in there, I've got my purse on this side and I'm holding this heavy little basket on this side. I'm like, man, maybe I should have gotten a cart. I'm like, yeah, I should go get a cart instead because I don't want to keep holding this and it's got, you know, all this stuff in it because it's me and you know. So I'm standing there and all of a sudden I hear, excuse me, miss. And I'm like, because lo and behold, it's the guy with the clipboard. This aroma appeared around, and in the way of explaining things like TikTokers do, they would say, like in the SpongeBob episode, when something has a certain odor to it, it's like green gas or green smoke or green appears just green. It was definitely a smell that appeared. It's okay, it's whatever. And then he's like, so I'm trying to get, you know, people to sign my petition. Can you sign it? Are you a registered LA voter? And I was like, I should be, but I think I'm okay, thank you. And listen, I understand they need signatures, okay? And I knew that my number 1 rejection was not gonna fly. And so he's like, oh, well, I just need a signature. And I was like, well, I don't really know what it's for. And he goes, well, it's just for the Olympics. I'm like, oh, and he starts to explain it not well because I don't know, I'm dumb. I don't know, I'm dumb and anxious. Like, I don't know what you want from me. And so he starts kind of explaining it, but it didn't really make, he just kind of said it was like for the Olympics coming here, and it's for the Olympics and something Olympics. And I was like, this is not helping me. And anyway, so I was like, no, I think I'm okay. I'm really sorry. I think I'm okay. Usually at that point, people are like, okay, thank you so much. And then that's it, right? When I tweeted about this, people were like, why didn't you just walk away, Kate? Oh, I just walk away from those people. Oh yeah, I just tell them no and I just walk away. He was in the store. And granted, I could have walked away, but one, I was looking for a birthday card. Why am I gonna, okay, no thank you, and I walk away? Like, I could have, but I was in the middle of something, and he shouldn't have even, they don't even allow soliciting in the stores. Is that considered soliciting? I feel like that's considered soliciting. Anyway, and also too, weird that he didn't take my number 3 no as a no. You'd be surprised to hear, but he kept going. He was like, well, why don't you just sign it? And I was like, I'm okay, like, I don't think I'm good today. And he goes, well, I just need you to sign it. Like, it's not it's not anything actually yet. I just need a petition. And I was like, okay, I'm really sorry. I don't think I want to today. Like, I'm sorry. And I said I'm sorry so many times, and my anxiety was already, like, my chest, when I get like anxious, sad, scared, whatever, I get little speckles of red on my chest. And when I get hot, red, and like, I could feel the red happening. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, no, I'm okay right now. I'm really sorry. And he kept going, you already voted for it. Like, we voted for it. We voted yes. So just sign the petition. And I was like, do you know how many times, like, I said no so many times, and I already, at this point, was like, I'm gonna Sean Kingston. Like, you know, I'm already super anxious. In my head, like, you know, the Agorophobia bells were like, gong, 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 I was right, gong. And I'm like, please. He just ends up standing there staring at me with his clip pad thing, holding it, waiting, looking at me, and I'm standing there with my little basket between us, because when I said no every time, he didn't like inch closer towards me, but he would like shift foot to like it just made me feel like the bubble was getting smaller, you know? And also maybe it could have been my anxiety being like the bubble got smaller, but you know, I don't know. It just felt awkward, and I said no so many times, so politely. Like I could have just been like, I said no, and maybe that would have been more efficient. I don't know. I don't think I'm that kind of person. I wish I was. I don't think I am. Finally, I was just like, I think I'm okay. I'm sorry. No, I'm good. And then he just looked like super angry and defeated and was like, and then walked off, and I'm sitting there going, okay. So then I'm like, I should just put my basket down and I'm going to go home. But I was like, no, be brave. We're gonna go get a cart now. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go get a cart. So I went and got a cart, made the whole switch, shaking the whole time while I'm doing it. And I got the worst cart because I'd start, no. I'm like, and the thing is too, I was like, surely maybe he's talking to other people. But when I was getting the stuff into the cart, I see him leave. I don't know if he got kicked out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he gave up after me. I don't know. But then my brain was like, hey, what if he saw where we parked? Hey, what if he's gonna go wait by the car? I'm like, he's not gonna care about us that much. But he didn't listen to my no. And then the whole time my anxiety was like, shoo, 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 shoo. My agoraphobia was like, shoo, shoo, shoo. I'm like, yeah, well, we did it scared. And then I went and I bought a lamp and the birthday card. I feel like I got a good birthday card. So at least I did it, you know. Didn't like it, but I did it. You know what's even more annoying too is like I had planned I was gonna go to the store and then I was gonna go get groceries at Trader Joe's, and I got so scared. I was like, what if he shows up at Trader Joe's? And I'm like, okay, no, that'd be dumb. It's too far. But what if? You got any tips on how to help anxiety and agoraphobia that are not medication? Because I feel like maybe exposure therapy is not going too well. Obviously there's gonna be good days and bad days. There's like, I went to the grocery store yesterday, I think, and I was checking out and the guy's like, oh, I love your hair. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. It was very nice. I do take the wins, but it's also too like, that was a really scary thing for me. It was not that big of a deal. Like, you know, a guy was just trying to get me to sign a petition. But I think what freaked me out the most was just no was not an answer. And there's been so many times in my life that were really bad situations where I said no and the other person's like, that's not an answer. And then they, you know, not to get dark, but you know, it's just, there's a lot of times in life where no, and it's like, that's not an answer. So when that was happening, I'm kind of like, oh my God, if you're that guy, somehow found this video, I'm sorry. I said no. I'm not like against anything, but also too, I don't even know what I have voted for the Olympics. I just know I didn't vote for the orange anyway. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Safe travels. Goodbye.